I'm Iris. Today my story is about my motorcycle journey in Guan, Vietnam. Guan is a very beautiful fishing town near Ho Chi Minh City, and I went to Vietnam for my volunteer program in a local orphanage this winter vacation, and that's how I met my new friends, 3 Chinese girls and 2 boys, and with them I had a very interesting and funny motorcycle trip in Guan on the weekend when we don't have work. Why I say this is an interesting trip because first, interesting are my new friends' pet traits, and second, they are just very flexible with their schedule and their plan for the journey, and they can easily change everything after their long discussion. For me, a kind of perfectionist, I just cannot accept that. Every time I ask them, what on earth are we going to do next, their answers seems to a choice picked up randomly from their discussion or even not included in their discussion. So I think it's really lucky for us to successfully arrive at Guan and successfully check in the small hotel, even though we had not confirmed our booking until we arrived there. We managed to rent the motorcycle and happily started our motorcycle trip throughout the town next day. But something unlucky happened at night when it is about time to return our motorbike. It was about 9 o'clock and we should return the bikes at 9:30. But unluckily, we just could not find a place where we should return the bike. And just being too flexible, none of us remember the address, or none of us had written down the address of the place. So after looking for the returning spot for some time, the 3 girls and a boy just stopped. And they changed their idea. They wanted to try fast motorcycle races, and because they think there was still half an hour left and there were less people on the street at night, instead of keeping looking for the returning spot, they would rather try something more funny. And they think it is their belief that you will cross the street when you get to it, and everything will be fine. Maybe they can discover this returning spot when on their way of racing. So they happily rode away, and leaving behind Quick, the other boy, and I. We continue to look for the returning spot, and very lucky we found the spot soon, and we returned the motorcycle to the young man who is in charge of keeping them. I just not out of my expectation. The other 4 people just rode too far away at high speed because they are racing, and they cannot come back on time to return their bike. So the young man who is in charge of this motorbike, they told us, they told Quick and I to stay, not to leave, and to stay with him and wait for our friends to come back. I was a little bit angry because I just returned motorcycle on time. Why should I stay? But I had no other choice. Then we started sitting in front of the motorcycle shop and started to chat with the boy, chat with the young man, the Vietnamese young man. But it was just that our dialogues, our chatting, swept away all my unhappiness throughout the day with their flexibility. By chatting with that boy, I just knew more about the life about this young Vietnamese man. He told me that the motorcycle shop was owned by his uncle, and he helped him to run the shop. And he loved this motorbike very much, and he even sold the motorcycle was his girlfriend. So that's why Quick and I was detained by the boy. not by the young man, and as an exchange for the motorcycle that was driven away by our friends. And he told me that he was born in the same year as me, but he didn't go to college. The income that he earned every year was only 5 to 600 RMB, equal to about 92 US dollars every year. But he was just as happy, humorous, and optimistic about his life. I think we're sitting at the side of the road, listening to music, chatting, and I think that is a pleasant or some pleasure out of my expectation. So that day I learned that we shouldn't be too reluctant to some accidents, to being flexible, to plan being changed in our lives. It's something we should be open-minded and embrace the accident, and we can get pleasure out of expectation. Thank you.